Hey, what's up everyone? Today, I'm gonna to show you how to replace iPhoneX screen. Don't forget to subscribe and also like this video. Without further ado, let's get started. Here on my workbench, there's a iPhoneX got screen problem. We're gonna to replace it. So to open this phone, we will go here and open these two screws in the bottom using the pentalobe screwdriver. Then, set it on the heat mat up to 78 degrees. That makes the adhesive a little bit softer than normal. A few minutes later, you can feel the heat on the phone, ready to go ahead. We're gonna use the suction cup tool, begin pulling the screen away from the case. Once there's a gap showed up, we're gonna use the pry tool. And we will insert it here between the frame and the glass. We will pry up gently. What we're going to do again is just like this, slide it on the edge, just carefully, don't go deep inside, and don't pry up careless. Then we open it like we are opening a book. Before we go ahead, we need to turn off this phone. Okay, once we open the phone like we are opening a book, what we're gonna do, we will use the tri-point screwdriver to remove the bracket from here. Try to make sure to not mix the screws. Because they are different sizes and shapes. Alright, they are unscrewed now. Then we have this bracket here, and just lift it up like this. Then the first thing we're gonna do, we need to disconnect the battery. This is the battery cable right here. Disconnect it. So now we're gonna disconnect the LCD cable. We have some cables here, I'm just disconnect them. Alright. Now, we're gonna to remove a couple of screws and take the earpiece assembly off from the old display screen and transfer it across to that new panel. This is actually a lot easier to do than previous generations of iPhone, as well as the fact that doesn't have a home button, so there's even less things needed to transfer across. We can bring the old display screen across to the programmer. Now what I'm going to do is read the old screen data and then make sure that it's saved to the device. Then disconnect the old broken display screen and connect up our new panel and reprogram at that display screen. We can then burn the data onto the new screen, which basically transfers all of the serial numbers and data from the old display over to the new one. The reason for this is to retain the true tone function on the display, as everything in the iPhone is basically paired to each other. Failure to reprogram certain components can cause limitations on the phone itself. Now once we've reprogrammed the display screen, we can start to put the screen back on and reconnect the flex cables. However, when reassembling, make sure to connect the gold grounding clip and align it correctly. Then we have this bracket here and put it exactly how it was placed here. Alright, we're gonna to reinstall the screws. Alright, we're gonna to check the phone work well before we reinstall the two pentalobe screws into the bottom of the phone. Perfect. We're gonna to reinstall the two pentalobe screws into the bottom of the phone. Appreciate your watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit the like button, and don't forget to leave a comment below on what you'd like to see in future videos. See you in the next videos.